Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday morning, and I want us just to look at a theme that we find in this little book of Philemon, but it's a theme that really is a theological idea that we find even in the Old Testament. In the book of Proverbs and chapter 22 and verse 2, there's a little verse that says, "Rich and poor have this in common. The Lord is the maker of them all." Well, that's kind of a theme, as I say, in the little book of Philemon, because Philemon was a slave and a poor man. Philemon, his master, was very wealthy. He hosted a house church in his house, and and so we see this stark contrast of men of wealth and men of none at all. And as we look at that, the gospel really tells us that the Lord is the maker of both of them. And we see that in this story of Onesimus. You know, uh, One of the things, the old sayings that, old preachers have, okay, one saying that someone somewhere said that sticks in an old man's brain is that the ground is level at the foot of the cross. And in that book of Philemon, we see that Philemon came to Christ through the Apostle Paul. But we see then that the slave Onesimus also came to Christ through the ministry of the Apostle Paul. So we kind of see both men coming to receive the grace of God at the foot of the cross. As we look at that little book, there really may be two or three really important themes that I think are important for us to think about. And one is, I think, the simple fact that all men are of worth to God. What a beautiful recognition. It does away with the class system. That idea has been instrumental in destroying the concept of slavery in so many cultures. Second of all, we see that in that Christian message from Philemon, we see that forgiveness is a necessity rather than an option. That message of forgiveness is central to the message of the gospel of truth. But more than that, the restoration and redemption are always our ideal goal in dealing with people. And that's what Paul hoped for Onesimus. Not just that he would be forgiven, but that he would be blessed abundantly, that the grace of God would be lavished upon him. And, that's kind of what God has done to us. And I hope God will lavish his grace and his abundant blessing on you today. Have a good one, and open up your arms and gather in the blessings, okay? Bye for now. God bless.